Hello, this is Blue on Blue Point Trading. It's the 18th of July, 2013, and the hot days of summer here, and the market is just grinding higher here. Sounds familiar from the last few years where the market gets into this grinding mode and it just floats higher here on anticipation. We're sitting here wedging here at the top here between this 1670, 1680, and it could do well to eventually poke up here unless we get some kind of news to slap it down. But obviously, we've come up a long way, so we just have to watch the levels here. The current break point here is what 1670 to the downside to get a down poke. But until then, you have to call the market just grinding slowly higher. The bonds, however, indicating something slightly different with the Bernanke testimony yesterday. It had kind of a breakup here. Let's see if it can get some legs here and continue up here. There's some discussion that the short-term bond trend over the last few weeks is done, and we might get a push up here. So if that should happen, there could be a reversal both in the equities and bonds. Let's watch that today. On the dollar, euro flagging to go higher, but I'm not buying it. I think that the dollar could get some strength here. At some point in time, especially if the market comes off. So I'm not buying this poke up on the euro. I think the euro worries. We'll keep this in check, and so I'm looking for sideways to maybe even slightly down, but not a big move yet. Pound, kind of an inverse story. Looks like it's kind of wedging here to maybe go higher at some point. So maybe a little back off and continue higher. So a little bit of a discorrelation. Yen. Wedging to go higher, so a little zigzag action and going higher here. On the Swissy, could get a reversal here, but the trend has been down, so I'm going to continue to call this down, but it's kind of flip-flopping in here. On the Aussie, tried to break up, couldn't do it, so it's working the wedge to the downside. In the commodity space, oil had this gold, rather, had this little 4-hour engulfing candle here, so this is a bit worrying here. Let's see if this level here at the 1270 area there can hold. But be careful here, this could get another leg down here, so if as long as it can hold this level right here and trade sideways, then maybe it can still re-challenge the 1300 level. But if the dollar gets a bid, this could come off a little bit more, so be careful. And finally on the oil, wedging to go higher, not buying it. But it could make one more poke to the upside. It is wedging to go higher. But again, I'm not buying this commodity push up here. I think it's all speculation. And all these Middle East stuff is, it's always simmering. So I think that eventually this is going to come off, but you just have to watch the levels and catch the sell-off at some point in time. And as always, whatever you do, don't be panicking in the market.